January, you're getting, into the high is, you'll wake up in the morning and it's 40, and then, it'll be 40 until the sun comes up. And then literally as soon as the sun goes above the horizon, it's 70. And then when it's high noon, it's 80. And then the sun goes down, it drops below the horizon, it's 50 again. Immediately. So, yeah, I remember like it was such a great time to be in the academy because, dude, I could run in the cold. You could layer up and get warm, but in the hot, you can't unlayer. You know what I mean? I can't take any more clothes off than my, little gym shirt and basketball shorts. That's it. Like, you can't take any more stuff off. When you're in your uniform and you're marching and whatever, you're outside waiting to get into, the chow hall, you can throw on, your big heavy thermal jacket. Not a big deal. You can bunch your hands up and kind of put them in your pocket. Or put them in your sleeves a little bit. You can get away with some of that. But when it's 102, bro, you're sweating all day. And then you're walking around with wet clothes. You're smelling like a roast beef sandwich when you get back to the dorms, bro. So, but man, we did so much cool, like just fun, memorable things, like simple stuff. Me and my roommate, Mike, Mike was such a trip, dude. He was such a trip, dude. I'm so glad he was my roommate. He was such a cool guy, man, but he was just, he was such a trip, dude. I remember the first day we got in, where you don't know who's your roommate until you get to your room, basically. So I got in there. I think he might have been in there first. I can't remember, but he gets in there. Hey man, what's up? What's your name? Charlie. What's your name? Mike. And he's like, dude, I don't even know what's going on, bro. And he's like, I'm like, we just got to cut it. We got to shave our heads, dude. Let's go. And so he had the clippers. So we were using his clippers. And I remember, dude, the first thing I remember, he popped his shirt off and he was jacked, bro. He was I don't want to say a lot shorter. He was a little bit shorter than me. And he was like, he was pretty rocked out. I was like, oh snap, dude, I was so skinny. I was about 147 pounds. Like soaking wet, 147 pounds. And he was all rocked out with the abs and the chest, arms, like cap shoulders. I was like, oh snap, dude. Like, this guy's the business, bro. And, yeah, man, he had a nice little athletic physique, and he was just, like freaking out, like, and so we, like, shaved our heads and everything like that. It's, like, the whole class, there was, like, the lieutenant, I can't remember what his name is. I can't remember anybody that was in my class. He made us shave our heads. I don't know. It was a thing. But anyway, me and Mike, we used to like go out sometimes on the weekends. Like if he didn't go back to Miami, and be with his family, sometimes we had to be, there for the weekend. We had to do like special projects and stuff like that or whatever. He would, me and him would go hang out, like just the two of us. We'd take his Dodge Challenger out, and I remember it was like a beautiful day. We drove a little further north. Academy's in Tallahassee, so we took off a little bit north, and we were driving down like these farm roads. We were listening to country music, and there was like this huge farm. And I was like, dude, this is the most like scenic, beautiful thing I've ever seen, dude. This farm is gorgeous, right? Like the road was kind of set just a little bit higher than, because we were like looking like, what if we get stationed out here? Where are we gonna live? What if we had to live out here and stuff? So we were just driving around, just looking at stuff, and this beautiful farm. And we were out and we were just looking. We got out of the car and I was like taking pictures on my phone and stuff. And I was like, dude, I could totally live out here, man. It is gorgeous, dude. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so that the weather just reminds me of that. I remember we used to we went out to the mall one time, and I was always wanting to look like fresh anytime, because I didn't look like a trooper. You know what I mean? Or I wasn't like the super Captain America looking guy or anything like that, or some military looking. I just was a chill guy. But I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna be the chill. I'm gonna be chill cop. And so I'm gonna be fresh. I'm gonna be like Will Smith in Men in Black. I'm gonna make you look good. So I remember I went out to the mall and I got I got a pair of Vans, and they were like this. I don't even know what material it was, man. It was like I don't even know. It was some kind of like canvas. Not really. It was like felt. I don't know. Some weird material that like shoes are not, and they were like this burnt rusty orange color. It was like almost the color of my shirt, but a little more orange. It might look more orange in the video. I don't know, but it was like a little more orangey than the shirt, and it had like a weird like pattern inside, like Aztec kind of pattern inside. It had like shoelaces that just the laces were in a weird shape and they never stayed tied, but I thought they were like the freshest shoes ever. I'm like, dude, those are killer, dude. And the guy, the Vans dude, is like, yeah, man, they're fresh, dude. We literally like sold out of all of them. That's the last pair we have, man. I was like, oh snap, dude. All right, what size are they? 11s. I was like, I'm a 13, dude. He's like, oh man, what a shame. I was like, I'll get him anyway, bro. He was like, oh, sick, dude. I remember he literally went, oh, sick, dude. Like, you're going to wear shoes that are too small just cuz. I was like, yeah, boy. That's what kind of guy I am. And you want to know what? That's not the first time I ever did that. First time I got a nice paycheck from Winn-Dixie, bro, I went straight to Foot Locker. I want a pair of black and white Air Force Ones, and they only had them in 12s, and I got them anyway. Because that's what kind of guy I am. Don't care. Oh, they're too small? Don't care. That's the shoes I want. Oh, you don't have my size? Don't care. So, anyway, dude, we used to go out. We have a good time, man. Always have such a good time. It was so funny, dude, because I was like, bro, this is a dude car, right? And he was like, oh, what do you mean, man? I was like, this is a straight dude car, bro. It's Challenger on the 22s, man. We were going down like Sorority Row and whatever. And he was like, oh man, this car's gonna be a chick magnet. And I was like, no, it's not, dude. And sure enough, bro, the only people that would say anything about his car was dudes. Like, oh, sick ride, bro. I was like, woohoo. That's not the attention you were looking for. But yeah, man, we had a good time, man. We had a lot of scares, dude. I remember there was a one time where we were getting like our rooms. They would toss your room basically. They would go through your room and look for like, hold on, I'm looking for. He reminded me about a story that I totally forgot about. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dude. So your room had to be immaculate every single day. It had to be immaculate. Your beds had to be like folded military style with like the blanket, like the pillow folded into the blanket and everything creased and tucked right. Everything had to be put away. They didn't really care what was in the drawers as much, but if your clothes weren't hung and your clothes weren't folded, they weren't cool with that. Your bed wasn't folded right. They'd throw your bed on the ground and like undress it, so you had to redo it and stuff like that. So I remember there was one day he went to go put his laundry away. I guess he went to go put his dirty laundry up, and he left a pair of or he dropped a pair of his boxer briefs on the floor. And they didn't check your room every day. You didn't know when they were going to do it. That was part of the thing. It's like, you just got to do it every day because you don't know. Today might be that day to keep you on your toes. And so he was just, we went out of the room, and I think he knew. I don't remember exactly, but I think he knew that they were there. Maybe, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. And we were in formation, and they were like, we were in class, and they had to, they called us out into the, man, what was that room called? I don't know. It was like the front office, big atrium room. It wasn't like an atrium, but it was like their lobby area. And, that was the room. Like, if we were in that room, you're basically getting smoked, which means you're down on the ground, you're doing butterfly kicks, you're doing push-ups or planks or whatever it was. I think it was push-ups. Yeah, I had to do push-ups and butterfly kicks, and you just do them for 30 minutes, almost nonstop. Like, they would just put the work on you. And it was just their way of like trying to get into your head. But so they call us out there, and we're like, man, who did something now? That was what was the most frustrating about it. It was like, who did something now? And they're like, you guys need to tighten up, blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. I shouldn't ever go into one of your rooms and find your underwear. Get on the floor. We were like, underwear? Oh my God, dude. And so we finish the whole, punishment, and we're done for the day or whatever. And I open our door, and there's his underwear on the floor, bro. I was like, bro, it was you. And his face, he was such a sweet guy, man. He was like, oh my gosh, dude. And then, dude, the best, there's, you just laugh or whatever. There was one time, though, I wanted to strangle him. They were tossing our rooms in front of us one day. I think one guy got caught with he got caught with peanut butter M&Ms in his room. And so they were like, we're going through everyone's rooms and blah, blah, blah. And you're going to stand there. And so I think we had literally until they got up there. So we got a chance to just book it to the room. And then, as long as it took them to walk there, that's how long you had. And they were, so they were like, you better fix anything that ain't right. So, and then by the time they get there, you better be standing outside your door. So we get in the room, and we're going through everything. And I'm like, all right, we're good. Room looks good, man. We're good. I'm standing outside the door, man, and I'm just chilling. I'm like, all right, dude, just good. I look over at Mike, and he's like, dude, we're gonna be in trouble. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I got monsters in the desk. Oh my God, dude. I was so mad, bro. I wanted to strangle him, bro. I'm like, you left monsters in the desk? They shouldn't even be here, bro. You take that stuff out on the weekends. Oh my gosh, dude. But here's the thing, bro. Here's just how life works, man. He had them sideways, laying on their side, and they were in one of those little shallow, in the desk, those little shallow desks that are really long and shallow, and you just put random stuff in there, your keyboard or whatever. And so there's a bunch of papers and stuff. Basically, all he did was stick them in the back, right? And throw a couple of sheets of paper on them. And so the trooper comes up to inspect our room, and she was pretty savage when she needed to be. She's pretty nice, the rest of the time. She goes in and she's checking everything, and I'm just like, don't check the desk, don't check the desk, don't check the desk, don't check the desk. She gets ready to come out, and on her way out, she goes and checks the desk, and she pulls the desk open, and the cans roll forward under the paper, shuts the desk, walks out. Oh my gosh, I wanted to pee myself in relief, dude. Literally. He was like, Mike was just like beside himself the whole time, dude. Just, he used to get like so nervous and stuff like that, man. Oh my gosh, so funny. He's a good cop, man. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I need to reach out to him, man. See what's up. See what's up. It's been a while since I talked to him. We've been like messaging a little bit on Instagram, but yeah, man. He was a trip, dude. He used to tell me about like he used to be like heavy, and then like just went low carb and started doing CrossFit and got pretty jacked. And so he's telling me like, oh man, dude, when I would eat like the crust of pizza, I was so like carb depleted all the time. He was like, I would eat the crust of pizza and just start laughing, dude. I would just be belly laughing for like 5-6 minutes straight. Just my body was so happy. I didn't know, there's just this explosion of energy and happiness. I was like, man, and I can't relate to it at all until now, dude. If I had a cookie right now, I'd do the same thing, man.